19 minutes after 7 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Wednesday morning. It is September 16th, 2015. Thank you for tuning into The Source. WOCA broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall just outside the WOCA commissary, where you too can get a bite to eat. It is, by the way, 72 degrees here at the studios. Good morning, Robin. How you doing?
Good. Good morning, Larry. How are you?
Good. I'm glad to see you, Robin. I'm so glad to see you.
Yeah, I made it up this morning.
There is an 80% chance we'll see rain today. Scattered thunderstorms this morning, then mainly cloudy during the afternoon with thunderstorms likely, in case you needed to know the forecast. Highs only into the lower 80s today. How about that?
Wow.
How about that? Lows tonight, 69 degrees tonight.
Nice. It's been
All right, let me tell you what we're
beautiful.
doing this morning. There's a famous lady coming on. How many of you watched the Netflix show called Orange is the New Black? I have on my list information that indicates we got a lady from that show coming on. Her name is Barbara Rosenblat.
Yep.
She is, in addition to that claim to fame, a Broadway actress, a television actress. I went to look her up, and she is a British actress and a voice artist, and that's important because that's what she's coming on to talk to us about. She records audiobooks for the blind and for mainstream. I guess that means everybody else.
Yes.
She teaches master classes on narrating, and she's got an audiobook or a book on audiobook. It's an audiobook, right?
Yep.
Audiobook Narrator is the title of her book. And anyway, so interesting topic. I'm looking forward to hearing about it. I've often thought it would be something we could do.
Yes,
We speak all the time. I know we've done it with the newspaper.
Yeah, with the Florida Center for the
But
Blind.
we haven't done it with any books, right? Or have we?
We have for our
own books.
Robin and the Giant stories, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, Sleepy Time Theater. We've done all that.
That's true. We did
so
Sleepy
we have
Time Theater.
done for the children, yes.
We got something in common with Barbara Rosenblat.
Yes, we do. She plays Miss Rosa.
Miss Rosa. All right. Well, she'll be on at 7:35, so she's first. At 7:48, we got 12 minutes to talk about tonight's Republican presidential candidate debate, and I'll just whatever I have, I'll tell you about. One of the interesting things, though, just to slip this in there, is the talk about body language, the talk about the impressions that American viewers get when they watch the debates. And this is not a frugal, is that the word? No, this is not a superficial point. It is a superficial point. Let me put it that way. But it's not, but it should be noticed. It shouldn't be just written off as nonsense. Because if you remember, this is what they say won John Kennedy the presidency back in his day.
Right, because it was first television.
Just something about it. I was watching this thing, and it's, oh gosh, and they're talking about how Jeb Bush, he tilts his head, and it makes him look inferior or submissive. And Donald Trump looks straightforward.
Yeah,
and he doesn't even turn his head to look at his opponents. He's the leader. I'm telling you, I've known this forever. Donald Trump is the alpha male among a bunch of alpha males.
Yes.
And one alpha female in this case, because Carly Fiorina will be up there.
Yeah, I'm so glad they put her in there.
Well,
she's holding her own.
In Donald Trump's case, I would say, Mr. Trump, you were really out of line by saying something bad about the way she looks. She's not a bad-looking lady.
No.
But even if she was, you would have been out of line saying something.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's something we'll talk about. 8:35, News Bites. That's when we turn off our opinions. We simply read the news as it's written, and we abbreviate it, we shorten it, we don't change it. We just shorten it and give you the information of where you can find it so you can read the whole story if you're interested. Don Harris is coming on. Don C. Harris. He's the host of the daily Red Letter Edition live radio program. He's the director of Think Red Ink Ministries International. And he has written in a book. I don't know if it's it is a book.
Yes.
It's an audiobook as well. That's what I was thinking. Think Red Ink, a thinking man's journey to discover the scriptural identity of Messiah and himself.
Yep.
It's an autobiography, but I love the red ink. I've always been a fan of the red ink thing because it helps a non-biblical scholar like myself figure out which things Jesus said and which things people said. That, you know what I mean?
Yep. More things people
whatever.
said.
If you're not a Christian, you don't get that, but I do.
No, I like the Red Letter Edition.
Career Source today at 9:35. Laura Burns is coming on. She is, of course, our go-to person when it comes to understanding what Career Source is about. And in a nutshell, if you are looking for a job, Career Source is the place to go to find a job.
Yeah.
And in a nutshell, if you are an employer looking for an employee, CareerSource is the place to go. And one more nutshell, it's free to both of you. And Laura has explained where they get their money from. Don't ask me to repeat it because I always forget. But the point is, if you're looking for a job or you're looking for some good employees, they will do a lot of the screening for you.
Yes.
Both for the employer and the employee, and it cuts the time down. You'll know in advance what you're going to be making, what do they call other things? The perks. What do you call the perks? Benefits.
Benefits.
The benefits of
Insurance.
the job. You'll know all that stuff in advance.
Dental,
And it's not a bad way to look for a job through CareerSource. Anyway.
No, it's like a prerequisite. If you want to go to a company, you go to CareerSource first, and they take it from there.
So I don't know who Laura Burns is bringing in today, but we'll find out when she gets here. Brian Kramer at 10:05. Brian is a social business strategist. He's written a book called Shareology, How Sharing is Powering the Human Economy. John Fuller at 10:35. He is an attorney at the law firm of Fuller and Fuller. He'll be answering your legal questions. 11:20, the voice of travel. Anthony James will be here talking about hotels and airline flights and how to get the cheapest, best, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Fun with Joe today. I'm going to explain why this is the Fun with Joe segment in just a second, but the segment is about Native Americans.
Okay.
It's Native American trivia. Okay?
Okay.
It's going to be interesting, very interesting. Now, here's why.
Yeah.
Because today is, are you ready for this?
Okay.
Now, let me get to this. Just bear with me. Today is National Play-Doh Day.
Oh, I love Play-Doh.
Today is National Cinnamon Raisin Bread Day.
Ooh, I love that too.
Today's National Step Family Day.
Oh.
Today's what's wrong with that? Today's National Working Parents Day. Today is Anne Bradstreet Day. I had to look her up. She's a poet.
Oh, okay.
Today is National Mayflower Day. This is the day that commemorates the day the ship Mayflower set sail from Plymouth, England in 1620. And today is also the Trail of Tears Commemoration Day.
Oh,
now you know what that is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I didn't know what it was.
Yes.
I had to look it up. This is the day that, and there's a couple of confusing things about the date, but anyway, this is the day, and this marks the time. It's interesting that it's on the same day as Mayflower Day.
Yeah.
Because the Trail of Tears is when the Native Americans were told, "Get out of here. This is our place. Go to Oklahoma."
Yeah, that was awful.
That's what happened. That's what happened. And so they walked. They walked. Not only were they kicked out of their own land, but they thrived when they got to their new land.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, a lot of them died along the way as well. So anyway, when we have Galen Unold on the phone, now yesterday we were talking about, we had an idea for Life South called an event that Galen could put together.
Yeah.
I'm just an idea guy here.
Yes.
Well, no, I'm an idea and a project guy when it comes to our projects.
Well, yeah, because you have your own ideas for your own self.
But
and you
other
follow
people, once in
through.
a while, I have an idea for other people, and I give them the idea. It's up to them whether they run with it or not.
Yep.
And it seemed like he liked this one. So I had this idea for Life South to get together with Habitat for Humanity, which they have this whole thing called sweat equity, which simply means you work to build your own house and other people help you, and it's called sweat equity. So blood, sweat, and tears would be the campaign. And we were trying to think, well, what organization could you hook up with for the tears? And this is the perfect one. The folks behind the accurate historical representation of what Native Americans went through. I don't have it in front of me, but that's I kind of paraphrase right there. But anyway, so the Trail for Tears Commemoration Day. So when Galen is on, I want to talk to Galen about the Trail for Tears. Galen has a heritage that goes back to Native Americans. He is, I think, 50%, right?
Yes, he is.
Native American. So, so we'll talk about that with Galen. It's a fun topic. It's an interesting topic, and it's a serious topic at the same time. All three part of that. There was a powwow this past weekend in Kentucky for the 28th annual Trail of Tears, and similar to we had this reunion here in 6th Gun Territory with the Cowboys.
Yep.
And so anyway, it's an interesting thing. So that's what we're doing.
And your dad loved that. For his birthday one year, I got him a huge stone with the Trail of Tears with the Indian on the horse, because I couldn't find the actual Indian on the horse 3D. And then a year and a half later, I found the actual one. So I got that for your dad also, because that was one of his most favorite pieces, he told me.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Where did the stuff end up?
Your brother. Because
my brother Bob has it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he should, because that was the Native American stuff.
All right. Also, somewhere in here, we're going to talk about yesterday's elections, but congratulations, Mayor Kent Gwynn. Congratulations to Matthew Wardell. Maestro and Councilman Matthew Wardell.
Yes.
Both of those gentlemen won yesterday's elections. We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Rich Dennison. Flash flooding in Utah killing 16. 12 died when 2 vehicles were washed away by a wall of water. 4 hikers died when they were trapped by water in a canyon in Zion National Park.
Obviously, this is one of the worst weather-related disasters in the history of the state of Utah, and because of that, we're bringing the full resources of the state to bear.
Utah Lieutenant Governor Spencer Cox. A $50,000 reward offered to help catch the Phoenix freeway shooter who has targeted at least 11 vehicles.
We are all incredibly aware of the fear that drivers have. Somebody out there knows something, and I'm willing to pay for that information.
Frank Milstead with Arizona Department of Public Safety. Striking teachers in Seattle have reached a tentative agreement with the state's largest school district. Classes for 53,000 students expected to be back tomorrow. Fox News, we report, you decide.
There's more to Fox News Radio than meets the ear. Go behind the headlines and join the conversation on the hottest stories of the day on the Fox News Radio Facebook page. Be a part of the Fox News Radio Facebook fan community. Post comments and tell us your opinions. See behind-the-scenes photos and videos and post your reactions to the stories that matter to you. Click the like button on Facebook and connect with breaking news and features like Fox in the Fast Lane, House Call for Help, and more. Go to facebook.com/Fox News Radio.
Weeknights, we're busting out a brand new lineup. First, market fraud, government abuse, corruption. At 5, nothing's off limits on money with Melissa Francis. Then, from bloated bank fees to consumer scams. At 6, Jerry's exposing the issues impacting your wallet. Plus, get smart market insight and trusted analysis you won't find anywhere else. At 7, Lou Dobbs is all business. And the first and last name in business, Cavuto. Shedding light on the biggest stories making headlines at 8. Only on the Fox Business Network, giving you the power to prosper.
Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first and third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion, and learn how they can help you.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 840-0750. That's 840-0750.
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is a place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs. Proud sponsor of Friday night Marion County High School football on WOCA, The Source.
Who doesn't love heading out on the boat with a family, hitting the ATV trails with friends, or blazing new stretches of highway with riding buddies? Your toys are your ticket to outdoor fun. At the McDonald Allstate Agency, we get to know you and help make sure you have all the right coverages. Plus, when you bundle your coverage for your car and your home with your boat, motorcycle, RV, or more, you can save up to 30%. So call the McDonald Allstate Agency today at 622-2333 or stop by one of our 2 Ocala locations at Calla Hills or the Jasmine Square Plaza.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary. Hi, this is Brad. I want to take a moment to talk about a serious issue. In the next 5 years, the aviation industry is projected to have a shortage of commercial pilots. Now is the time to start training. Ocala Flying Club has started a scholarship for the youth of Marion County ages 17 to 24. The club will donate up to $4,000 towards a pilot's license. This will help get the student on their way to obtaining their commercial pilot license. If this sounds like something you would be interested in, or if you know someone that would be, please contact Ocala Aviation Services, 861-7484.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
All right, 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Wednesday morning. It is 72 degrees here at the studios of The Source, WOCA, and looks like we've got a pretty nice day ahead of us. And I think this is our guest. Is this our guest on the phone, Robin?
Yeah.
Okay. Barbara Rosenblat is on the phone. You might know her from Broadway. You might know her from Orange is the New Black, and you might know her as the voice on your favorite audiobooks. I want to do this, Robin. I want to be a voice on an audiobook.
No, that'd be cool.
Think I could do that?
I sure think so. Yeah, you're very good.
She has a book called Audiobook Narrator. She's got a load of credentials, too. And I don't mean to brush through them, but I want to speak to Barbara Rosenblat. Good morning, Barbara.
Good morning, sir.
Where are you? I love your voice already. Where are you?
I am in Washington Heights in Manhattan.
Nice.
I was just looking at the Times Square camp for some reason. I don't know why. I'm missing New York right about now. Don't ask me why. That happens to me every fall.
Is that where you're from?
Yeah. Where are you from?
Best city in the world. Originally, I'm from London, but I grew up here.
Oh, you did grow up there? But you never lost the accent.
Well, I'm a blank slate when it comes to accents.
Oh, really?
I record a lot of audiobooks.
You're excellent.
So you can slip into an accent easily? I mean, you can do like any accent? I'm not asking you to demonstrate. I'm just asking you, can you do that?
You can ask me to demonstrate. It's not a problem.
Well, thank you for getting up early to be with us. Broadway actresses don't normally get up early, do they?
No, but I am in my home, and I am caffeinated. See, we're good.
There you go.
So is the book, Audiobook Narrator, is it an audiobook or is it a text book?
The book is the first audiobook by a publishing company that's recently started in the audio world. It's called the Library of America, and it publishes authoritative new editions of the best and most significant writing of this country. And so they put out this spectacular book of women crime writers of the 1940s, 4 suspense novels in a terrific edition. And they asked me to record their very first audiobook.
Oh, really?
And I did.
Oh, and what is the title of the first one?
The title of the first one is The Horizontal Man
by
Helen Eustace.
Oh, I've been one of them.
You have a partner that's enjoying the title to begin with.
I know. Sorry, nothing I can do about that. It's part of this morning show package.
Indeed.
When you first started on this project and you knew that you were going to be doing the reading for this new book, do you like to do things cold, or do you like to read the whole book first and then add your nuances to it?
Of course. I mean, that's like asking an actor, so do you go to rehearsal before you actually open in a show? Mm-hmm. You have to prepare. I'm going to L.A. in November to do another L.A. masterclass on audiobook narration. I wrote a book on the subject called Audiobook Narrator, The Art of Recording Audiobooks. And last year I took 11 students and just borrowed into them for 2 days to explain the art and the craft of the audiobook, because there are settings to be set and characters to be created and moods to be set in order to really engage the listener. And that's the kind of work I do.
So just because you have a good voice doesn't mean I'm saying something here sort of as a question, even though I'm making a statement. I'm guessing that you have to be a good actor or actress, correct? You can't just be a good voice.
A good voice is a great place to start, but unless you know what's in your toolbox, what you've got to offer, unless you have an intrinsic intelligent connection to the material, you can't really deliver an entire world created by an author with just the voice unless you do a lot of homework.
So in your book, Audiobook Narrator, is that an educational book or audiobook for the wannabes like me? I want to do. I want to do this.
Are you?
Huh?
Hi. You're a wannabe?
I'm a wannabe. Yeah.
Actually, it's so funny. It is amazing. I've worked with producers over the years who have said to me, "So we had this star in, you know him, and I won't mention any names, and he did his first audiobook, and he was like dragged through the ringer for like 3 days to do this thing. At the end of which he said, nothing works an actor's chops better than a good audiobook."
Oh my gosh!
Well, that makes sense. There's a lot of recording to be done, and what about the editing? Well, I have so many questions about this. Is there a director? Let me ask you that first. Is there somebody directing you, saying you need to emphasize this more or use a different accent? Anything like that happening in the studio?
Of course. For some of us who still work with directors, there are folks with home studios, some that have to self-direct. I see it as a collaborative process, and working with a director and a producer. And I remember when I started in this game, long ago and far away, I would always ask the engineer if there wasn't a director, and I would say, "Listen, I lie. Stop me if you hear anything that sounds wackadoodle to you, because I lie. So ask me, and we'll stop. We'll talk. Is this the right pronunciation for whatever it is?" Because this is all involved with research and airbrush work, and it's all a collaborative process to result in this spectacular listening opportunity where the listener is just, he's yours for the length of the book.
When you read audiobooks for adults and then you also read audiobooks for children, what is the difference between the two?
Well, there's different skill sets. I'm always asking, even when I'm recording a radio commercial or doing a documentary or doing a video game like Grand Theft Auto, whatever it is.
Wow, that's you.
With voice, but I always ask, who's my audience? Because you gear your vocal chops to the audience. I do a series of books called Judy Moody, which was very popular, and they made it into a movie a couple of years ago, one of her titles, and that's for tweens, and tweens are girls, 11, 12, 13, and there is a certain pace that's associated with that age group that would not exist for adults.
Barbara, what did you do on Grand Theft Auto? Are you the voice who says, "Get out of the car"? Are you the...
Actually, I was on Broadway a few years back doing talk radio with Lee F. Schreiber, and it was a Sunday afternoon, and there were people waiting for me at the end of a long week of 8 shows a week. And there's this little group of people, because I left the last, I guess, from the theater, and they were waiting for me because they had my avatar from Grand Theft Auto. I played this ambisexual drug lord called Rennie Wasselmeyer.
Really? I don't know that word, ambisexual. What is ambisexual? What's an ambisexual? I just found out that I'm a lumbersexual.
Yes.
Are you now?
That's what they say.
That's right.
I'm not... Something to do with wood, but I'm going to leave it.
So what is an ambisexual? What is that?
I think can attend many parties and have an equally good time at all.
Oh, as an ambidextrous. I get it. Okay. That's too funny.
Indeed.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, you are really
too much fun for this hour in the morning.
You are really a rock star. I mean, you are the recipient of numerous audio awards, and that's the equivalent to the Oscar, and you really give your all in all of the projects that we have. And even your visual characters, between The Orange is the New Black and then other visual productions you've been in, you really do a great job creating the characters and their looks.
Oh, thank you. That look, by the way, was created by a 3-time Emmy Award-winning special effects artist, Josh Turi. Boy, I hope he gets another Emmy for this, because he literally, over 3 hours, he transformed me into Miss Rosa, and I took my first look at myself in the mirror, 6 o'clock in the morning on set, and I thought, oh my God, I found this.
I just found you on Amazon. I found it. Is it free for Kindles? What is it? It says free. Kindle $0. How come it's free? How are you going to make any money with this?
$0. Maybe it is for you. Could be.
Because I'm a member of something? Yeah, maybe I'm a member of that thing. What was that thing I'm a member?
Possibly. Who knows?
Whatever I am. But anyway.
Audiobook Narrator, my book? Yeah, that's available.
Audiobook Narrator, the art of recording audiobooks. Barbara Rosenblat. Okay, I'm going to have to get that one. I want to do this.
Yes.
I think it's time in my life to do this.
I think so.
Well, I've been asked a lot of questions over the years about the craft and how you do what you do and blah, blah, blah. And my publisher, Dan O'Day, said to me, you know what? Why don't we turn them into chapters? I said, that's a great book. Then you can say, you got questions? Read my book.
Exactly.
It says on your cover, Barbara is to audiobooks what Meryl Streep is to film.
Yeah.
All right. I love that.
You are a rock star. Literally.
So, Barbara, let's see. Your website is barbararosenblat.com.
It is.
We can tell the audience to also go to Amazon. Where else do we get your books? Or this book?
Just Amazon. It's a Kindle ebook, but you don't need a Kindle to actually download it. So it's a rather slim volume. That was a joke.
I got it. I got it. Look inside.
Everyone else has been enjoying it. What happened?
Well, I'm looking at the book. I'm reading the quotes from other people. I'm sorry.
Mesmerized. He wants to do that.
I was distracted. This is odd. Probably like you, I've read hundreds of books on my own. Okay. Barbara Rosenblat. Yeah. Sorry, we didn't laugh at your joke. You know what we'll do later on? We'll edit it in. This is just being recorded anyway. So. No, it's live. I'm teasing.
Live.
I'm teasing. It's live.
You've got a lot of fans out there, believe me.
Live. Hello, Florida.
If you're ever in Florida, can I ask you a favor? Would you come into the studio and do this again with us in the studio?
Oh, you mean I get to hug you too?
Oh, I would love that.
Ooh.
Yes,
you perked up.
Yes.
I am a lumbersexual.
Oh man. Then there are splinters in our future.
Oh, there's a title for a book: Splinters in My Future. My affair with a lumbersexual in Florida. Do you have another interview to do?
Oh, several.
Oh, you do? So does that mean
I could sing to you? I could say, "I've got you under my skin."
Oh, see that? She's wonderful.
I'm a splinter. I'm a splinter under the skin of Barbara Rosenblat. Is there another radio guy waiting for you right now? Is your publicist right now pulling
Adrian?
Pulling her fingers out?
Yeah, poor Adrian.
She's there.
She's wonderful.
Barbara, thank you for.
You guys have time.
Barbara, thank you for being on the air with us today. It was too fun. We kept her too long, didn't we?
Yeah.
Thank you, Barbara.
It was a great, great pleasure.
It was for us, too. Fun. Barbara at Rosenblat.com and Amazon.com. The book, Audiobook Narrator, The Art of Narrating Audiobooks. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA. Okay.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For today, more clouds and sun, along with a couple of showers and thunderstorms, high 82 to 86. There'll be a shower and thunderstorm around tonight. Otherwise, mostly cloudy skies overnight, low 71 to 75. For tomorrow, considerable cloudiness with a couple of showers and heavy thunderstorms around, high 82 to 86.
For Friday, variable cloudiness with a couple of showers and thunderstorms, high 85 to 89. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
But in one recent study, sleep apnea patients experienced better quality sleep when they slept at an incline of 45 degrees compared to on their back. Attendants hate it when passengers use the galley as a clubhouse. Attendant Nia Monet says, "Do I come to your office to do yoga and hang out?" Just 3 minutes of Tetris can help kill cravings on the spot.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for